Let's talk about Sheiler Courage, the ex-wife of Davido personal aide, Israel DMW. Sheila recently came out to say something very interesting about her marriage, her decision to leave and how people react when they see her engaging with Israel posts online. So Sheila said clearly that when she was married, a lot of people were flooding her DM telling her to leave. You know how people on social media are, everybody and suddenly turned into marriage counselor, giving advice, telling you what to do with your own life. But she emphasized that she didn't leave, her marriage because people told her to. She left because she was convinced within herself. She made up her own mind. This is powerful because many people make life-changing decisions based on outside voices only to regret later. Sheila is saying, no, I didn't leave because of crowd advice. I left because I knew it was best for me. Actually something to respect. She went further to say marriage is a beautiful thing. I like that part because many people, once their own marriage fails, they start preaching anti-marriage. They will tell you marriage is a scam, love is dead, don't marry anybody. But Sheila didn't do that. She admitted marriage is beautiful. The issue is, if you don't feel okay in your own marriage, then you have to make that personal decision to step out. She basically saying, don't just leave because people are advising you. And also, don't just stay because people are saying endure. At the end of the day, you are the one inside the marriage, not the crowd.
When you're looking for counsel on decision to make, then you never get why. You get, so if you don't have a strong reason for your own self, nobody should influence you otherwise. And I love marriage. Marriage is a very beautiful thing. So I'm going to be the last person to give anybody counsel on to live or not live. That's a decision you make for your own self. Now you go sit down and tell yourself truth. Nobody can give you counsel on that.
This actually speaks to something bigger in our society. A lot of young people rush into marriage because of pressure. When things start shaking, instead of pausing and thinking carefully, they either listen too much to outsiders or they suffer in silence. Sheila is teaching here is find your own balance. Don't let your decision be dictated. That's a lesson many people can apply, not just in marriage, but even in friendship, business, and life in general. Recently people noticed that Sheila has been liking Israel's posts on social media, and trust Nigerians, once they see that kind of thing, the gossip began. Oh, maybe she's trying to win him back. Maybe she regrets leaving now that he has built a mansion in his own town. But let's be real here. Liking someone's post on Instagram doesn't always mean there is, feeling attached. Sometimes you just like a post because it's genuinely nice, funny, or motivational. If Israel posts something good, should she avoid liking it because people will talk? That's not realistic. And she even made it clear that marriage didn't work, but that doesn't mean they are enemies. That's maturity. That's actually healthy. You don't have to hate someone forever because a relationship ended. Let's address the rumor about her trying to get back with Israel because of his mansion. First of all, if someone truly leaves a marriage because they were unhappy, it's hard to believe they would suddenly want to run back just because of material things. Yes, wealth and success can attract people, but their own wealth shows she left with conviction. She seems too strong-willed to be chasing mansion life. And of course, she too is making her own progress. Like about the time Israel revealed his mansion, she also, showed her own achievements. I think she bought a car at that time and she showed it. And again, maturity means you can acknowledge your ex progress without wanting to be part of it again. If Israel built something good, why won't she congratulate him in her own way? And this raises a very important conversation. Can you still be civil with your ex? Some people believe once you break up, block, delete. Others believe you can remain cool. No need for bitterness. Personally, I think it depends on the situation. If the breakup was toxic, sometimes distance is necessary. But in case where the marriage or relationship just didn't work, why not remain cordial? For women, the lesson is know yourself, know what you can tolerate, and know when to walk away. Don't let outsiders push you into or out of marriage. For men, the lesson is similar. Don't feel entitled that once you marry someone, they must, stay, regardless of how unhappy they are. Both sides must understand that marriage is about mutual peace, not just endurance. So personally, I feel Sheila spoke from a place of maturity. She didn't backmouth Israel. She didn't make marriage look like punishment. She just shared her truth. Make decision for yourself, by yourself. That's wisdom. And as far as social media wahala, I will say this: Nigeria will always read meaning into small things. If you like your ex post, they will say you are going back. If you don't like, they will say you are bitter. At the end of the day, people must live their life without being too concerned about public opinion. So what do you think, guys? Do you agree with Sheila that decision like leaving marriage should be 100% personal, not influenced by outside voices, not even your parents, your friends, your relations? Please discuss in the comments. Guys, Nkechi Blessing has been opening up about her love life again. She said this is actually the longest time she has stayed single since her last breakup. Normally, according to her, she would just move from one relationship straight into another, but this time she's taking a break. She also mentioned that her past relationship usually ended with some kind of drama and that she often found herself being the one spending money. Nkechi feels like a lot of the men she dated only came around to use her platform and resources to push themselves. Even say none of her exes ever really provided for her. Now she's made up her mind she's not ready to go into another relationship with someone she's richer than. And honestly, I think that's her trying to set better standard for herself going forward. She explained that in her past relationship, not only was she the one doing all the spending, but many of the men she dated didn't even stay by her side when things got tough. It's like they were quick to enjoy the good times, but when it came to actual building a stable relationship, they weren't consistent. The fact is that Nkechi is known for dating younger men. And let's be real, sometimes dating someone much younger can come with challenges. For example, younger partner might not be fully ready financially, emotionally, and even maturity-wise to handle the kind of responsibility a relationship needs. That could be why she felt like she was carrying the weight of those relationships on her shoulder. Now she's saying she wants something different. She doesn't want to repeat the same cycle where she gives and gives but doesn't feel supported in returns. Honestly, that's a smart move. Setting boundaries about what you expect in a relationship isn't being picky. It's about knowing your worth and protecting your peace. At the end of the day, love should be about partnership, not one person doing all the work while the other person just benefit. So what do you guys think? Is dating younger men part of the problem here, or is it more about the individual themselves and how ready they are for real commitment? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's take some comments on this issue. Mayor said, dating down refers to dating someone considered to be of a significantly lower caliber than yourself, often in terms of finance, education, career, emotional intelligence, or even physical appearance. This dynamic can lead to an imbalance of power and inherent challenge in a relationship with the person. Dating down, often feeling they are settling for someone who doesn't meet their standard or who they have outgrown. This person said, can I tell you something and how you can make your relationship work? This person said, but you have never dated for money. Now, judging from your past relationship, rather you choose to love and peace of mind over any other things, despite your status. Someone that comments that has not really studied you that much. This person said, I remember I unfollowed her cause of SS guys because she was doing too much and all that stuff online. Now she is single, chai, just chai, and allow men what you find you please. This person say, I have watched it and it's very interesting and educative. This person said, Nkechi, do you want to be happy? Try and give chance to men that are not Nigerians. Sometimes we often think because we are Nigerians, we must marry Nigerian. Na lie. As you dey travel, give chance to men that are not Nigerians, see peace of mind. He said, back in the 80s, they do tell us that rich men children don't have home training and they always end up as bad children, while the poor men children are more wise and intelligent and end up being great in life. But today, I realize it's poor men children not born with a silver spoon now doing the opposite. I never see Davido's sister or Dangote daughter or other wealthy men children giving relationship advice on social media or doing olosho or hookup. I am just wondering, Sha, I don't mean any harm. This person say, dating down wasn't the problem. Check yourself and diligent check the next person you are going to date. This person say, that's why you know the work. You want to pass the message so badly. This person said, no offense on this, my comment is because you are looking for a class in man. That's why those ones that come to your way, you just called and grab what they need from you and go away. This person say, I am single and searching 6 feet, 6 0.4 feet tall in minister for that matter. Someone will say he is catching cruise. This person say, I have said it before, a successful woman that is looking for husband in Nigeria is just wasting time. Better find someone between your age bracket overseas. This person said, the moment you start making money for yourself, you definitely become a threat and competitor. Fear broke men. This person said, dating down, you will always want to please him, so he will not feel less of himself. Some will be feeling it because you have more than he has. Have been there before. Says her heart is good. Someone goes into another entanglement 2 working days after breaking up. You better keep yourself before you catch something nasty. Lot is out there. Okay guys, this is the much we take on this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and as we come to the end of this video, kindly subscribe to my channel, like, share and leave your comment in the comment section. I will see you in my next video, but before then, don't forget to stay safe, remain kind and mind your mental health. Bye and remain blessed.